So here is where Cervantes is buried, supposed to be buried. They couldn't find him, the remains, but recently. But that's where he's supposed to be buried. No, he wrote this story, this novel. He created this character Don Quixote, and he is like fighting against injustice and all this, right? And it's the Spanish stereotype. So here we are, no, doing Quixote. How you say it in English? I don't know. Quixote things like, do Spanish hate tourism, or are they against foreigners? What is their stance? So the same people who have been telling us forever that no human being is illegal, that you can't judge people for their race, or they are the ones that are telling you that tourism is bad. They are painting graffitis, tourists go home. They are doing demonstrations in Spain, and they are in a constant campaign trying to harm the main industry, the main income of Spain, which is tourism, right? And I did a video in Spanish. I had done one in English, I deleted it, but I did one in Spanish afterwards. I mean, because it's amazing. Like here, we are in Huertas, one of the most touristic areas in Madrid, the center of Madrid. And I mean, I don't know what is the harm, the gentrification, all these things. I mean, you really want to harm this society if you are against, I don't know, having a couple of nice shops and having a nice neighborhood, right? Instead of one that, I don't know, that struggles to survive. These are all houses, people, families don't really want to live here normally. There is no parking space. Yeah. So, but the campaign against tourism, against touristic things, rentals, tourists here are tourists who have money to spend and who provide for the economy and like the places. They are called guiris, which is very despective actually. It's ugly. And what I wanted to tell you, if you're a foreigner, you're coming to Spain, this is not one society. There are different societies in this country, like in any other. And a part of them, I don't know, maybe it's 10% of the people, they just feed on hate. And they can be pointed towards something, other thing. It would be disguised as care, as love. They'll put many hearts and all this, but it's actually who to hate today. And this is unavoidable. I mean, there is a part of society that there are people who are like this, right? Maybe everybody has a little bit of this, no? Hatred is a strong force, right? Makes you feel powerful within reason, and you can join others who do the same, feel strong, right? Instill fear in their enemies with their powerful hatred. So this is unavoidable, but these people are directed. This is what I was saying in my video in Spanish. But these people are not, I mean, it doesn't make any sense, right? Because it's very constant, the propaganda, right? Agitprop, right? So my idea is that Spain is is a member of NATO and has helps a lot, like in Ukraine, the enemies of people who declare themselves our enemies, basically, right? Which could be basically the Kremlin side and all that, right? I mean, they have their political parties here, founded by them, created by them, and these are the ones who will steer the pot, no? So there is a movement, there is a feeling against tourism, right? Then there may be other reasons, but the disturbance that tourism can make doesn't make for this agitation, no, against tourists doesn't make any sense. It's clearly I mean, there is a foreign intervention in this. Then in the Spanish society, there are people who, I mean, there are people who are living off this, right? So maybe they don't feel it, but they do it anyway. Because the problems that tourism brings are known, really. And in the video in Spanish and the video I did before, I brought up this idea that if you come to these areas with tourism, most of the people you see on the street, they are themselves tourists or visitors, and not all from Northern Europe. Maybe half of them are from Spain itself, or from South America, or from wherever, right? And they enjoy being here, and they are the inhabitants, they are the population. Tourists are not non-human beings who you can, I don't know, disappear. They are people who are occupying the land, breathing the same air, and the same as with people from third world countries that come here for work. They are part of the society when they are here. And in the whole, they are part of the society of the whole world. So we all have a kind of right to be anywhere in the world, like natural right. Then societies, they can close the doors and put frontiers and all these issues, right? But the people who harm the less are these people who want to enjoy the visit, right? This is obvious. But like in societies that are sick, it can be even difficult to explain. Is Spanish society sick enough that you have to be fearful of coming here? You might meet any problems? No, it's not. It's mostly on the only. I mean, doesn't go beyond imagination, beyond the mental state. If someone was going to really harm a foreigner, or, I mean, it's not in that state of madness, right? It's not like a religion against, right, with fanatics and against tourism. This I've never seen. And here in Madrid, least of all. I'm thinking in other places where maybe there is more tourism or there is more politics, like Barcelona, for instance, where you've seen the demonstrations. Here is something that you don't really see. So if you're a foreigner and you want to come, don't worry. If you're a foreigner with money to spend, I mean, you'll be very much welcome. We had the COVID here, 2 years that these streets were empty, businesses were closed, and the city was just not the same. It was sad. And you see the guides here, you see the beautiful square here, Plaza de Matute in Huertas, with its daily life going on. So that could be pretty much it, right? And I've seen that 2 videos before. I did a little interview to someone who's here on the streets in the center of Madrid, like an activist against the Chinese government, tyrannic government, brutality against dissidents, and how they intervene even in things going on here with canceling things and this. And YouTube, apparently they haven't had almost any views since I published that. So there are fights to be fought, which are fair. They put it in front of you, you gotta take them.